Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Creative Hustle Show. And today I'm privileged to have my sister here, Olayinka, all the way from the most happiest, most overachieving, egoistic, money flowing, flamboyant, fashionista with the best rice in the world, the beautiful country, the pearl of Africa, where the royalties are there to collect more gold. We want you to go back. Nigeria in the building, ladies and gentlemen, clap for yourself. Thank you, Olayinka, for making time to be here. Thank you, sis. Thank you. You're looking good as always, you know. I'm trying to match you, you know. I went to your closet and stole this one. Oh, yeah, fashions, man. Yes. My sister is a fashion designer, a small business entrepreneur here in Seattle, a community leader, a mother, a business owner, and so many other things. I will let her tell you in a few words what her mission is in the world and what she does. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell her all this.
Well, thank you, first of all, for having me on this show. My name is Olayinka Ola. I am the owner and the head designer at 𝐄𝐎𝐶 Collections.
𝐄𝐿 Collections is what I'm wearing right now, this jacket right here. So people want to know the journey. From Nigeria, how did you step into the fashion ecosystem?
So I grew up in this country, U.S., in Los Angeles. I came to America at the age of 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I did high school, in Los Angeles. Also did my bachelor's in fine arts as a fashion designer, got my degree. Moved to Seattle 2010 and started my own line 2012.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Bigger. Well, how was that transition in Nigeria? Let's take it back a little bit.
Okay.
How was life like in Nigeria growing up? So I really want to go. Lagos is one of my places. Lagos and Port Harcourt. Port Harcourt.
Yeah, Port Harcourt.
Those two. Those are the first banana island, of course.
Yes,
Yeah, when I get the money. Yes. But how was growing up in Lagos?
I didn't grow up in Lagos.
Okay.
I grew up in Kaduna. I was born in Kaduna.
Okay.
And although my parents are from that side
So
of Yoruba.
Yoruba.
Yeah. So Lagos is part of the Yoruba land. But growing up in Kaduna, it was just, I was a kid. It was just, a life of fun. Innocent. Yeah, you play outside. There's no technology.
Community.
It's community-based and aunties, uncles there. And if I remember very well, it was just go to school and come back home. And you had drivers.
Yeah, drop you
around.
You have the guards at the front of the gate.
You have the gate.
The maids were washing your clothes.
So that was the life back then. Came to America, and there's no such thing as that.
How was it for that? Like when you planted yourself in LA, bro? I don't even know how you left Nigeria, then went to LA. Me, I went to a smaller town. I gradually got there. So in LA, this is a big city. How was the transition from the schooling? How was the schooling when you got there?
It was a little culture shock, but I came with the whole family. All but 5 of us came. To my brothers, my dad, and my mom, and we came into his apartment. And finding school was easy. They gave us an exam to take to see where to place us. Bam, we excelled because back home it's a little bit more structural, and
it's more.
So you learn, more than here. So we passed in straight. I was put into 9th grade, so I did 4 years of high school, Hollywood High School.
Yes.
Whoa!
How many black people in the class? How many Africans were in the class?
Maybe about 4 of us. No, LA is more saturated with blacks.
With black people. Yeah. So it's a lot more diverse.
Very diverse. Yes.
That's good. I like that because when I went to the first time, it was full of, vanilla just everywhere. I brought some chocolate in. But thank you for being there. So what decided you as a daughter with immigrant roots, how did you get into the art space? Because I fought my mother so much. I was supposed to be a dentist and I'm here dancing in the clubs. How was it for you?
Well, like I said, I went to Hollywood High, and my dad is really the backbone of my arts today. Yes. He believed that when I was born, I was pronounced to be a star, right from coming out.
Correct.
I mean, like my mom pushing me out.
Mhm.
Yeah, so he tells that story all the time. And so we went to Hollywood High because he wanted me to also be a model. So I
Part
started.
of the industry.
Yes. So I started modeling at the age of 15.
You already auditioning and stuff.
Auditioning, and he would take me everywhere, spend a lot of money, and so that's how it started. And then getting into how did I get into art school? Honestly, I woke up one morning and said, instead of being a graphic designer, which I went to community college for that, I said I think I want to be a fashion designer.
Something more bigger than the paper, bigger than digital.
It just was like, you know how you dream at night and you think, okay, that's my path. And I said, this is what I want to do. My parents were like, well, the school you want to go to is too expensive. I said, I can do it.
I believe myself.
And that's who I am. And that till today works.
When you set your mind on something.
Yes, I make sure that I go for it. I'm a go-getter. And my tuition was $40,000 a year.
Woo!
This was 2002. I graduated.
So that means right now it has to be 60.
Possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. Whew. Yes. So I took loans and all that. My parents were not happy about that because, from Africa, we don't like this.
Yeah, we don't like. We have to pay cash.
We have to pay cash. Mm-hmm. So they were not comfortable with it. But I stuck to it. I was like, I have to do this. It's my passion. It's my dream. Here I am today.
Sister,
yes.
We're in the art school.
Mm-hmm.
You graduated.
Yes.
So what was your first step after you stepped out of college? What was your first move? What did you do? Did you get an internship somewhere? Did you work under somebody? Did you start modeling for free like some of us when you did some free, I call it non-profit work, volunteering? What happened? How did you polish your...
Right after college, mm-hmm. I got a position as an assistant designer.
Okay.
Straight for 7 for All Mankind. I don't know if you know that.
Is that a profit?
No, that's an expensive jean line. That's a jean line that sells for like 500, 300, and all that. So
LA.
And in LA, yeah. So I got that position, and you know how you go to a prestigious school, and that helps you to just
leverage
get
yourself.
a good job because they know that school. Mm-hmm. So I started there, and it was nice. It was good. The pay was good back then, and then we moved out of LA to Seattle.
What made you look Seattle to LA? So LA,
yes.
Sunshine, except sometimes not so great.
Yes.
I was there sometime when they had an emergency. They said it's emergency storm fall. It wasn't an emergency. It was a drizzle. You guys don't like rain and call. So how do you move from that place, Sunshine, to this place where it's raining all the time?
Good question. My brother, which a lot of the young folks here know, Tunde.
Shout out to Tunde.
Yeah, you know Tunde, right?
I met him a few times.
Yeah.
But I'm too hyper for him. Sometimes he runs away from me. Tunde, look for me.
Now he's getting older. He's less hyper. But anyways, he worked for Boeing. So he moved from LA here for Boeing. Sure. And so we came to visit during, I think, 4th of July. Mm-hmm. And I fell in love with the weather. It was during spring.
Cool. Oh, yeah.
It was nice and cool because LA started getting really hot.
And then dry.
So it was very hot, whereby your sunroof or your car dashboard will
you get so hot.
Cracks, So anyways, I really liked the way I felt. Kind of, this is how I want to wake up every morning with the dew and just
the
nice greenery and all that. And my parents felt the same way. And then we moved.
How did you just came?
We just came at once to my brother here. He got a house in Bam.
We started on.
We started on, but I didn't have a job.
So still the beginning.
So very, very beginning. Yeah. And I started making jewelry. Mm-hmm. Ask me, how did I get into jewelry?
How did you get into jewelry?
when we were planning our move, right, our relocation.
Yeah, because fashion jewelry is different. Okay, good.
It's different, but it kind of has
Complement each
a
other.
little,
Yeah.
together. I mean, they go together.
Mhm.
Yeah, they complement each other. But a neighbor of ours, where we were living in LA, just felt like she would just show me how to turn wire. We did that just as an evening leisure thing.
lobby, like hobby thing.
Hobby. And she showed me how to turn and said, you know, you can make money out of this. And I was like, sure. But again, I'm gifted with the ability to look at something and replicate it.
Just the way it looks.
Just the way it looks.
Yes.
Or form my own design or whatever, right, around it.
Yeah.
And she just showed me a couple, and I got it. And so when I came here, I also like to research. So I started researching into stones because I like to use gemstones, no plastic and all that stuff. And you know, I would sit for hours because I wasn't doing anything, and I had some cash on me to invest into that business. So Raya's Gem came about. And I made money out of it. I would make a lot of jewelry, do couple parties.
So you went to a lot of a lot of these events.
Actually, I would do it from my brother's living room. I would just stage the house, put jewelry all over, invite people. They drink, they eat, buy jewelry. And then I did jewelry for a bunch of brides or people doing their birthdays. Yeah, so that happened. I did that for about 2 years. So we moved 2010. 2012 was when my mom was like, I think you should start making clothes. I'm like, well, I'm a designer. I don't know how to sew. And she said, well, you can just try. This was when YouTube just started picking up.
Everybody's talking on YouTube.
Yes, it wasn't like as it is today now. And so I went on there, just look at a few things. People don't really have much on there. But I took my parents' clothes and I'll look at how it's constructed. Sometimes I have to open up and just see how they sew. I bought patterns from Joanne and started just, trying. So the first outfit that I made for a friend of mine, and she paid me for it. I was like, wait a minute, we can do a business out of this.
I'm getting paid for this.
And get paid.
Gold mine.
Till today, that's the thing.
It stuck with you?
Yeah.
I was stuck. Oh.
I was so scared to work on her fabric because it was one of a kind. Okay. And if I ruined it, I can't get it anywhere.
Is that a fear you always have when you're making like an outfit? Because this is delicate.
Back
you
then.
only have your back then.
But not now because, you've mastered the art of it. So you kind of just know this will happen. But back then, I was scared to death. When she wore that outfit, I was so scared. When she said, wow, this is beautiful, I found my step.
You found your step. Now, you are not falling. How do you transition? Because you're, ladies and gentlemen, she employs and she works with a lot of artists back home. And can you share some of the artists you work with back home, some of the sewers, some of the people you
I have tailors. Yes, I have tailors back home that I work with because the volume,
your
started.
business?
Yes, business been growing ever since the pandemic.
Correct.
I'm one of the lucky businesses that got funded. Through the city of Seattle.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yes, I really do appreciate it a lot.
Shout out City of Seattle.
Yes.
Thank you, small business.
Thank you. Yes, and so they did help with the PPP funding loan, but it was help. They helped us pay for it, and also SBA loans. Yes, so that helped me to move out from working from my apartment
to a studio. Correct.
Art creative studio. And then business started growing. People admire you better if you're in a workspace
better than a home. They don't respect it. There's no address, they don't respect it.
That's when business went boom. And it's a blessing. And then it's like, okay, the workload is coming through. How do I stop turning away clients? Correct. Because I have to do that.
Because you're alone at that time. Now you have to outsource. Yes.
And mind you, I've not been to Nigeria since 1997.
I've been to Africa too since 2008. So we're fine. We're coming though. We're coming. We're saving money so that we can come properly. Officially. And I love your eye. That's literally why I pull up at our house. I'm just, as a brother, I pull up at your house. And you helped me a lot with picking up some of the stuff and some of my stuff. I graduated with your jacket. Like, the suit was fire. The judges were like, we want to get some of this. One thing I love about your prints, they're unique. Over the years, African print has been, how can I use a good word not to be disrespectful, has been saturated. The African print has been oversaturated. Even Alibaba in China is making African print.
Oh, yes.
How do you, what goes into your process of looking for prints, process of looking for colors, meshing them together, and giving your clients?
Good question. So when I'm working on a new project, right, I look at colors, or we call it the mood board, right?
Okay, yeah.
A mood board.
Yeah.
So we put together, okay, what do we want to bring out for this season, right? Earth tones. I love the peacock.
Correct.
A lot of people who know me.
You have the peacock colors.
Yes, that I love the peacock and its colors. So I also like what you're wearing.
Yeah,
when we made this collection, we're looking at African symbols, the colors, earth tones, just something simple, not overwhelming. And again, it's a reversible jacket too, so it's days
Yeah,
when
that's
you don't
right.
feel like being, you know,
There's a velvet inside. You can flip it.
You can flip
Yes,
it. Yes. So earth tone. So we just look at, so if you're a client coming to me to say, okay, I'm trying to maybe make my own wardrobe over, help me out. I'll ask you questions like, what kind of colors do you like to see? Because we all do have colors we prefer. Maybe you're not someone who likes to wear red. If I give you a red jacket, you'd be like,
yeah, it's too hot for me.
So I would ask you questions just to know your vibe, right? And then we work from there. And you don't have to do much other than answer questions.
And some skin tones are not really certain colors, so you also play as a consultant.
Absolutely.
I like that, but Dubai, I think this is better.
Me. Yes. Absolutely. So, that's how I do it. We work that way, and because I'm a master at what I do, I have to say that.
Okay.
You would be surprised how I get those questions out of you.
You get slowly, but you're figuring out your client. Over the years, it comes with experience.
Yes, with experience. That's why I said, because I'm now a master of what I do, I will get it out. And it's a building process. It's not one time, white's black and everything is black.
Things shift also. Yeah. And what does your name mean?
𝐿𝐿.
𝐿𝐿, what does it mean?
Well, 𝐿𝐿 means joy.
Joy, okay.
Joy. 𝐿𝐿 is joy.
Joy fashion gives you joy.
Gives me joy. Okay. How did I arrive at that name?
Yes, how did you get to that name?
My son's name is Oluwashayo.
Oluwashayo. Oluwa is God?
Yes.
Yes. I remember was there. What
and then Shayo. If you look at it, it's SAYO. That means God has perfected my joy. Okay. So I took out the S out of his name and gave it 𝐿𝐿. Names is very hard. For us Yorubas, we are very particular about names. We name our children around the circumstance of the pregnancy or whatever
life.
You're going through life. And that's how I arrived at 𝐿𝐿. The jewelry too was Rayo.
Rayo, what does Rayo mean?
Motu Rayo is my middle name.
Okay.
Again, 𝐿𝐿, right?
𝐿𝐿, yes.
Motu Rayo means I see joy again. My mom gave me that name. So again, when I was picking out names, it was kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. And it's like, wait, I have 𝐿𝐿 in my name, he's Shayo.
Yeah.
Why don't I just take out the 𝐿𝐿, which is joy and believing that God has given me this joy of the business.
Right.
So that's that. And then my name, Olayinka,
Olayinka.
where it's Olayinka, right? Means joy surrounds me.
Joy surrounds you.
Wealth
surrounds you.
Ola is wealth.
Yeah, Ola is
Yes.
wealth. Okay.
Yes, so wealth surrounds me.
Big up. Guys, you're learning something. You're learning some Yoruba with me today. All right, what's a typical day like? Not the busiest day, the days that you're off, right? And the days that you're not working so much. You know, New York Fashion Week, which we're going to touch about in a little bit. What is your typical day of a restaurant? The days you're decompressing, no clients, just you.
Just me.
How's your meat care looking?
It's never me. It's always me and the
somebody
kids.
else. It's somebody else. Yeah.
When you have kids,
It's everybody there.
Yeah.
How is a typical day? You and the family.
And the family,
Yeah.
and it's a day of joy for
Okay.
me. I get to spend time with the kids. My daughter is very close to me because she's 5.
Good.
I have a 16-year-old boy.
Yeah.
He's a teenager that likes to be by himself.
Yeah. It just keeps that's the new generation.
That's a new generation. Can't force them.
Good.
But with my daughter, we color. She likes to coloring books. She likes to color. We color together. I'm a workaholic.
You're a workaholic.
So
You're like me.
while I'm trying to relax, my brain is also saying, "You got something
Wake up. There's
to
some
do."
things you're missing.
Yes,
But it's important for you to slow down.
it is.
I'm like you. I have multiple things running at the same time, and I want to run the whole time. But sometimes you run out of juice. So sometimes you gotta take like one day
To just,
to just analyze and soak in the greatness you've already done.
yes.
Just sit back and just observe. Like, yo, that was good. Like, you've done amazing stuff. We did that fashion show last year in Belgium, Sugar
Yes,
City.
yes.
Let's talk about that, bro.
Yes.
You've put me on some outfits. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you've noticed some African excellence around me. The suits, the African, what do you call them? The Odogu outfits. What do you call them? What do you call them?
The kaftans.
The kaftans were amazing.
Kaftans, yes.
Why did you start making kaftans?
Good question. Because I started as a woman's designer.
Yeah. This is a
Yeah.
main genre.
Yeah. So a lot of my clients come to me and say, "Can you make an outfit for my husband?"
Mhm.
Again, I learned how to do this on my own, self-taught,
Self-taught,
right?
right.
In sewing.
Yeah.
And so, hey, I can make outfits for their husbands. Why can't I just make
Make a couple.
collection?
Yes.
Yes, of men's.
And women. Yeah.
Yes, we already have the women established.
Yeah.
It's going well. We added men to it.
Mhm.
So that was one of our ready-made.
Ready-made, yeah?
Yes.
And you make also suits.
Yes.
You also
Now
like,
we've added
the suits. No, she's not telling you everything. She has also hats. These hats are like
Yeah.
chief hats, like what's the word?
beaded hats.
Beaded hats.
Yeah, King's cap.
King's cap. I wore that at an Italian restaurant 2 years ago. No, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And I'm gonna wear it again for my tour. You know, I'm going on tour.
Yes.
So I wanna shout. Thank you, sis. I'm inspired by you. Before my tour, you being gracing places. Times Square, I saw you on the billboard. Tell us about you've gone to New York a few times.
Yes.
New York Fashion Week. How did you get invited to New York Fashion Week for people who want to be in the New York Fashion Week in the future? And how was the experience?
So the first time I went into, actually, I wasn't expecting to go to New York Fashion Week,
Yeah.
but I had a sponsor, God bless his heart. He sponsored me to New York Fashion Week. Paid a whole lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Oh,
It's
he paid
expensive.
a lot. Yes, I am so grateful to be there. Again, designers, we're in the pool where all these companies that do the shows just go in there
Mhm.
and pull us out.
Yeah.
They look at, of course, social media helps with that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because you put hashtags
And they can see, yeah.
they can see.
Good.
And so I get invitation all the time. Paris, London, it's like, yes, I would love to go, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
So that's how I get the invitations all the time. And this second time, I've been working with a company here locally, and they invited me, please come to New York in February. And I couldn't resist it.
Pulled up there, weather was good.
Went, and honestly, it was, I didn't want to go after a while. There was a lot of challenges, but I'm glad I did go because we ended up on the billboard.
Ooh, I
which
like
is
that. I saw that picture on Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah.
this was a blessing. They really helped me to be who I was projecting to be.
Good.
And of course, we had the show on a very prestigious stage. We're in the Getty Images.
Getty Images. I saw Getty Images on your stuff. I said, sister has made it.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
So that was a fantastic experience.
I have been to New York myself. I loved the street food, falafel, the chicken, the New York pizza.
Yeah.
What are some of the places you ate when you went to New York?
We went to a place, a buka called, I forgot the name, but it's a Nigerian restaurant, and it was delicious.
Was it the Suya Boys place?
No, it's called Lagos Cafe.
Lagos Cafe, okay.
Something like that.
Good food?
Very good food.
Okay.
They're expensive.
They're expensive. No, the ingredients, but maybe the location they have to pay. Right?
It's the location, because it was in the heart of Times Square.
They have to.
That's where.
They're not soft ingredients bring in the city. I used to feel bad for some of the prices in African restaurants, but we ask for a lot.
Our food is expensive.
Our ingredients are expensive.
Yes.
To make it that
Our
way.
clothes are expensive.
Everything is expensive. For people who want to tap into African culture, African cuisine, please don't come cheap. You want to look like a kid, you gotta spend money like a kid. Like the what you talk about?
Marry kids.
Yes. How was that experience with all these designers?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Okay.
It was mainly the Filipino community.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the only black there, but
You represented?
we fit right in because they also have that culture where it's very flamboyant and colorful and elegant.
Good.
So it's been a blessing working with them. They're the ones that took me to New York.
Yes.
Yes. So we had fun doing that. It was really good.
I saw your piece one time at my sister's store in Taswira. Shout out to my sister Taswira down there.
Yes.
My Kenyan sister by passport. I said, when you come to Kenya, you get the proper name. But I love the feat that you have there. So what goes into you collaborating with such small businesses like Taswira and others? What do you consider? How do you vet? I want to work with you. I want to collaborate with you. What goes into your process?
Well, the process is pretty much just seeing, okay, we have this art gallery, right? Because it's an art gallery. And she carries African, art.
A lot.
A lot. So I make African art clothes.
Good.
People call my designs art too.
Yes.
And I reached out to her, and a lot of people, by the way, have been telling me to reach out to her.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I will.
Just check it out.
Eventually did it last year, and she welcomed me because, yes, we're all in the same pool, like pool. Yes, and she was excited. She saw my designs and, of course, was like, wow,
you can do this.
Have me in. We can do this. And then I made the art installation for her.
Yeah, I saw the whole thing. Yeah.
It was meant for Christmas, like a Christmas tree, but made out of African print in a dress. Yeah. It's beautiful, and yes, that happened. So, and there are pieces in there that we still have not,
not released yet.
No, that is hanging in there for anyone who wants to buy.
Okay.
You can go in there. We also do custom made too, so we're not only subject to what's on the hanger. Also, the WOW Gallery.
Tell me about it.
The WOW Gallery at the Pacific Center also is carrying a lot of my designs.
This is good.
Yes, they're also a African art gallery for African artists.
African artists.
Yes, and helping women of color, and so it's just amazing.
It's a different space.
Yes, to have those in there, I'm really blessed and fortunate because having a space in there
it's tough.
Yes, and this lady's found me to be someone they wanted to carry
to work with.
Yes, to work with. Yeah. So I'm really blessed by that.
Who are some of the designers who inspire you?
Who inspired me?
Yeah, look around.
Christy Brown.
Christy Brown. Who is Christy Brown?
Christy Brown is a Ghanaian designer.
Based here or based in Ghana?
Based in Ghana.
Okay.
And if you're looking for who's here, because a lot of us every designer has someone they look at.
Up to her.
And she's just, the day I saw her work, I fell in love.
What's one thing you admire most about work ethic, consistency, or just this?
The design.
Designs, yeah.
The design. The consistency, the artwork, the way the motifs just flow. That's my teacher.
Yeah.
I never met her. I pray I would be fortunate to meet her one day and tell her, when I graduated from college,
be like you.
I want to be like you.
Yeah.
And yes, yes.
How do you balance motherhood and entrepreneurship? Because sometimes when I call, hey sister, I know it's 11 p.m. Can you get a shirt tomorrow for me or the day after? You're like, Dubai, I gotta sleep. I'm like, sister, just need the collar, just fix it. How do you balance both?
It's very tough.
Yeah, how do you balance?
If there's anything that has been challenging, work itself is not challenging for me. Motherhood and work is challenging.
The balance.
But being mothers and mothers out there could testify, it's natural. It's natural. It's in us. It's in us.
Yeah.
You know that, okay, the kids are coming home like at 3.
This time,
Yeah. And so, okay, we put rice in the warmer rice cooker. Quick. You cook the sauce on Sunday.
You have it in the fridge.
They come in. They So that's how I balance it with sports. My son plays soccer.
Great. Soccer, you have to go to soccer games.
Yeah, so I have a calendar. And I send out to my clients that want to meet. They know the days that are blocked out and days that I have to balance for, his sports activity, play dates, all that. And a lot of parents that are friends with me or my daughter, their kids, they've been wonderful. I appreciate all of you because sometimes they'll say, just drop her off, and she's playing, of course. Mommy, the workaholic,
Mommy's gonna go
runs
there,
back in her woman cave.
Disappears for a little bit.
So everything works out well, and I'm so grateful to have my kids. A lot of designers, a lot that I know of, don't have families.
They don't feel like it can work.
Yes, they travel a lot. The designers travel
at all times.
We travel. Yes, you're going all over sourcing things. But we're blessed with technology now, right? And then we can just use WhatsApp.
Use whatever it's up, what's there, Zoom, whatever, Google Meets.
That's how I work with my tailors all over. WhatsApp, send things, pictures. You don't have to be there. We can have a meeting.
Microsoft Teams right now.
Yes. So everything's just working well. Technology really made it easy. We mail stuff back and forth, make life easy.
What's the name of your website?
AYOcollections.com.
If we go there right now, we can purchase directly. They'll ship to us. What's the maximum amount of days you can ship to us?
I say give me 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It depends on, if it's something that's already in stock on there, you'll know, we just package it up, send
3 to 5 days.
If we also have the special delivery, we'll make that for you. Just inquire through our customer service page on there, and then we'll do measurement. That takes more time.
That takes more time.
Takes more time.
Because American measurements, some of our friends are lying about their weight and height, so you have to be like, I need to see you. Because what you believe and what's there is not the same.
A lot of my clients know that. I'm very particular because I don't want you wasting all that money, and then it comes to you, and you would blame me.
Then we have to adjust it because that's another expense. Because you have to it all out.
Yes. And so we want to give you our customer satisfaction. That's what it is. How do you deal with disgruntled customers? Because I remember, we're not mentioning names, but there are a lot of people who order things. Because me being a host, they do the same thing to me. They order something, you're prepared for something. Then last minute they switch. I have decided, brother, I already invested towards the event. You have already invested in terms of material or made the order. It's already on its way from Africa coming this way. How do you deal with these customers and how do you deal with conflict resolution? Good question, my brother. It happened this year to me for the first time of 12 years of working with clients. Well, we use the binding code. Which is the contract.
Correct.
If you purchase your material and you put your money down, we can't change that.
It's a go.
Also, when you come to me, we have a contract thing where we're plugging stuff. Yes. it's there saying, and I verbally say too, because a lot of people don't read this
They
stuff.
don't read the stuff, yeah.
Yes, so you come to me, you once you put the money down, it tells me you're ready.
Serious, you're ready for this, you're moving forward.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
and I would say to people, okay, I'll be starting your garment next month. If you have any changes, it's within this date to that. So let's say I started working on it. It never really happened that we started working on something
And then somebody says
and then
something
someone
fishy.
says no or no, because I communicate like
Heavy communication,
heavy
like
communication.
back to back. Is this what you
Yes.
want? You sent him it this morning, I think yesterday morning, you were like, Dubai, just making sure, even though I know you, is this the same measurements? Is this the same color? You were like
Exactly.
running back, like,
Exactly.
yeah, like,
Yes, because you've experienced different things, but I've been blessed, knock on wood. I mean, we had an issue earlier this year, but we've resolved it because, I mean, we want to please you in every way, right? So we know things happen. There could be a wedding that, was planned and then
they dissolved the marriage, they stopped.
Yeah. So
The husband was posh, I hope.
so things fell apart, but we, I've been blessed to have clients who understand the situation, that we purchased their stuff already, no money back, and we go from
We're
there.
great from there. Yeah. One, when you go to Nigeria, even if I go through cuisine, you made the best jollof last year, barbecue, man, that summer was popping. What is your favorite meal from Nigeria that you can sell to the world? Like, you gotta try this, you gotta try this, you gotta try that.
Wow, that's a $1 million question.
Let's go, I'm ready.
I mean, there's no particular one.
Okay.
I'm Yoruba, and we have a lot of foods. Have you tried egusi?
Yeah, like egusi.
My
Like
mom said egusi is a killer.
Egusi. I've tried suya.
Suya.
Suya is like
Moi
barbecue, moi moi. Yeah, but moi moi is not my favorite. It's okay for me. My stomach can
No, it's because you've not tried it from my mom caters, and she does all that stuff.
I have to try her food.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What
yes.
else? Moi moi and then what?
Moi moi. Okay, we're getting to the fufus.
Yeah,
now.
fufus. You okay?
We have the yam fufu, and there are different types of yam. There's the darker brown one.
Okay, that's the sweet one or that's the stale? One of them is sweet and one of them is.
It depends on where you try it from, but the sauce you eat it with is what just goes.
Go for it. Is it a peanut sauce or no?
No, we don't do peanut. Yorubas do egusi, or we do the okra, or we do this leaf, jute leaf.
Jute leaf. Okay.
Yes, we make it in a special way, and it's just.
What stands out in the Yoruba music scene? What kind of music do you? Because now that I'm in the music space, I'm understanding what Igbo's like, and I'm studying what the other tribes all the like. What's Yoruba signature music style? Is it like
Davido? Yes, 𝐂𝐍𝐉𝐻𝐾. But you know what? We're one Nigeria now.
Yeah.
There's no the Igbo people. Maybe the old school.
Yeah, old school.
But now
it's
we're
just Naija.
Naija. We call ourselves Naija, and we just love our Davidos, 𝐂𝐍𝐿, Burna Boy.
Yeah, everybody.
All them.
Get it. Why is it so expensive for anybody else in Africa to get Nigerian girls? What's the it with you? Why are you guys putting the brand price so high? I'm here to talk for the African men. They can't afford Nigerian girls. Nigerian men can afford all the African girls in the continent, but you don't see any other person in the African continent. I love that commitment. It's a beautiful thing. I've never seen a Nigerian girl easily with another culture when I'm in that space. What is this thing about your culture that you keep it? Like, we want to sustain it. I love that about you guys. You don't dilute it. Even when they marry outside the culture,
they still bring that Nigerian to it.
They get this American boys dancing.
You become
like you become Nigerian, please. I love that.
We take so much pride in our culture, and honestly, as a Yoruba girl, if I was to come back again, I would be a Yoruba girl again.
I love that. Your culture is rich.
It's very rich. The way our parents raise us, is to embrace our culture, because the culture is just beautiful. The language, the way we respect elders,
the way you dress, the way you raise your kids,
our food. It's just, and now the younger ones are embracing it more than before. Before, people were ashamed of their culture, but now with the music, and I think the music really helped the white Gen Z,
correct. With the big ones,
yes,
to move the African movies to the world,
now love their culture,
as well.
Yes, because they're so embraced now.
They love
be
it.
part of it. Yes,
One thing also, I as an outsider who has embraced Afro excellence right now, is I love the pride that Nigerian people have.
Yes.
As an East African, it's something that I've always admired and been jealous equally, simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are we not like them? Or why are we not? But in East Africa, our energy is very timid. Timid I'm using colonizers' language because in East Africa, the way we were raised, based on how we were colonized, is when you're too loud, you get chopped. Because those British people do not like loud people. They used to chop people out. So generation after generation, they've always been told, play humble, play small, don't do too much. Why are you wearing this? Why are you being so, like, it's not proud of you? So we have a lot of people who are Anglicized. They're even in Africa, the ones who haven't left Africa, but they're so Anglicized that they think African stuff is not good enough. You'll find more prints or like West African in spaces than East Africa, even though I was there. Even when I saw Taswira, when Taswira had the gallery down south, it was more East African, but there's rarely a lot of East Africans there, even though the whole gallery was East African. How can I teach my people? I need to learn how you guys have that sense of pride. Like, you go on TV, like, I'm Nigerian, you gotta try Nigerian. Like, Nigeria is the one who designed the FIFA World Cup.
Yes.
Nigeria is the one who designed half the outfits for Met Gala that was there. Nigeria is a whole like, I need to know, and I'm not saying East Africa is not doing it, but I need to know with that sense of pride that does not come with godlike arrogance, how to sell it to my people. Like, because me, I'm now loud too. Now I'm like,
The thing
how do I sell it without like confidence sounding like you're arrogant? You're humble, but you're proud.
I think for us Nigerians, and I'll speak for myself. I don't know about others, but wherever we are, we make our presence known. Yes, and not just by arrogance, like you said, but with the work we do. Like, a lot of people in Seattle know 𝐈𝐈 collections, and I'm a very quiet person. Imagine if I was very loud and out there, I would have taken everyone,
down,
And so people still don't know me, right? But we just have a sense of we can do it, and we're bubbly people. We want to know who are the Nigerians in this building, we're community-based people, right? So that's just who we are naturally. It's a natural thing that I can't really explain, but it's in our blood. So, do Africans fight each other? Yes, but the younger generation of my age, they're coming up differently. They want to impact, right, the community, the world. We want to take the world, right, because we know we have it, right, and then we show it. A lot of our doctors are honored out there.
Most of the doctors right now in America, the black doctors
are Nigerian. So we work hard, we educate. Their parents are like, you must be educated. I'll spend too much on you. You must not disgrace me.
And I like that word, disgrace.
Yes,
there's a component of your life that is attached to family all the time. So you don't bring shame.
Don't bring shame. Yes.
I like that.
And because we believe when our parents get into their 65s, 70s, 80s, 90s, you're taking care of them. You take care of them because they're taking care of you, right? So we're instilled with that naturally to just know that, we can't bring shame to parents, our country, no, not that.
I'm reiterating again. My confidence, I was taught how to even look nice with a Nigerian guy. His name was TJ. He's in the army in the land. Like, this guy told me, bruh, when you go in a room, make sure they don't forget who you are.
Yes.
I came from a society where people were worshipping American culture or British culture. So when you speak with your African culture, Literally, let me tell you. This I had a meeting yesterday. All commissioners, all in Kent. The people who were bothered by my accent in that room were East Africans. Everybody else was fine. The East Africans were like, "Why are you talking like you just came from the boat?" I'm like, "I've met Nigerians here.
Yeah.
I've met Nigerians here." Yeah. And I remember one of my Nigerian friends is a doctor. He lives in Tacoma, and he told me, "You have to lose something to gain something. If you want to gain the whole British, Canadian, Americans, you have to lose some part of your Africanism." I love how Nigerians go into places where it's acting. You know, now they have African Americans acting in Nigerian language now. I love that you guys claim it like we are not changing for you.
No.
Banda Boy is singing it. You have to understand. Ashake is singing
in Yoruba.
Exactly. Yes. And it's selling.
Yeah. And you're singing songs you don't even know what the words are.
Yeah, because when I came from, when I left in South Africa that time, the people trying to fake American accent who have never stepped in the country. I've never seen Brooklyn. But they are more Brooklyn than Brooklyn themselves. But I'm loving this way from West Africa where claim who you are, do what you do at your best self. Stop pretending. We're about to close this again. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
Before we go, I have two questions. Number one, what's the future of 𝐈𝐈𝐒 fashions? Is it 𝐈𝐈𝐒 AO?
𝐈𝐈𝐒.
I want to speak like 𝐈𝐈𝐒. 𝐈𝐈𝐒. 𝐈𝐈𝐒.
Yes.
𝐈𝐈𝐒. What's the future of 𝐈𝐈𝐒 fashion?
Well,
talk to them.
We're hoping and praying and believing that 𝐈𝐈𝐒 will have its own boutique soon, and we will carry men's fashion, women's fashion, kids' fashion. I'm so excited to think about that and to make it happen. Yeah. So we're going to be here in Seattle, and we just want you to support us because that's the only way we can grow is through your support. Through your support, use your tax dollars, support our people. If you have a wedding, if you have a graduation, if you have an event that you want to stand out, if it doesn't have to be a good event. It can be a divorce, it can be a funeral. We cater to everything. It can be a breakup. We break up with people all the time. It's normal. Just you make clothes for breakup. We have breakup outfits for you. You come call my sister over here. She make outfits for you. Yes. But where can they find you again online? Where can they follow you? Yes, so you can find me at www.𝐈𝐈𝐒 collections with an S at the back.com. So 𝐈𝐈𝐒collections.com. On Instagram, it's 𝐈𝐈𝐒 Collections US. On Facebook, it's 𝐈𝐈𝐒 Collections. 𝐈𝐈𝐒 Collections has been with us. Olayinka, my sister, has been with us. This has been a beautiful session. She's going to come again. She's in a hurry to go to New York again. She's about to leave. Her private jet is parked behind this building. So she's about to leave. And we'll see you again. Thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you very much. Thank you again. How do you say bye-bye in Yoruba? Odabo. Odabo, everyone. Odabo. Odabo. Hey. That's it.